president at that time, Senator Bukola Saraki, and the emirs and governors were all there. So after that, Senator Bukola Saraki, promised to sponsor the bill that we should go and create a mental health bill. And that was how the bill got its name, Mental Health and Substance Abuse Bill. And then we started working. You could see the people who were really pushing us from behind. We were in the front. You could see Professor Gureje and Professor Adeyemi. They were the ones that were actually, and when you see us talking to people, it's because we have backers like them. We were depending on the strength that they were giving us. And then, of course, you could see Dr. Mrs. Ogun, you could see the Secretary General of APN then. And this was in Yaba, and this continued. A lot of people, a lot of stakeholders were there, and we were able to craft a bill. And then our campaign started moving from organizations to professional organization, Nigerian Medical Association, to community champions. Our present president of APN, you can see him there. You can see the moderator there. You can see all of us were Baba Ganaku there. We were all moving all over the place, trying to get buy-in. Even NDLEA, everywhere we were moving, trying to get Human Rights Watch. And then it culminated in another workshop when they said that that bill was deficient. Another workshop, they brought in experts from Switzerland, from WHO. And at the end of the day, what we had remained. You could see Dr. Mrs. Oluanuga, everybody was there. It was everybody that did this work, not one person. You can see us. This is the story. And this is how it goes. You could see everybody there, how this thing was done. Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Health, everything. Sununu played a very critical role, and that's Oloriegbe. You could see our own mentor here that is there, also talking with Oloriegbe at that time. And then this is the gazetted copy of the law, 30th December 2022. So what was the philosophy that drove us to do this? Philosophy was grounded on partnerships and collaborations. I'm saying this because we have another project that requires the same kind of philosophy. Advocacy, awareness. You need to be strategic, you need to be persistent, and you need to be consistent with your persistence for you to be able to get this done. I've taken beyond my time. I thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Sheikh, for that erudite presentation. In fact, it was so engaging for me that, of course, I was looking at the time, but I thought that there's a greater good in allowing you to finish without hurrying you up, especially because of all those theoretical concepts, all the different rules that we introduced into the discussion, and the issue of the mental health bill. Well, it's a mental health law now, and all the things. And of course, you taking us through all that gave me a lot of nostalgia. Those times in which we will say, Mr. President, we are still meeting in the middle of the night. And you say it's for the greater good, we kept on going. And now we have a law after many years. All right, so without much ado, I will open the floor. Like I said, I would like to look at the question and answer session and then the chat session. If we have any questions or any contributions that we want to make, this is the time for us to do so. Okay, so Dr. Farmata Baba Shetima. All right, so it's good to see you here, Farmata. Say thank you for the engaging and exciting presentation. Dr. Ephraim Oluwanuga says, thank you for this wonderful lecture. And again, thanking you for your leadership in seeing the Mental Health Act through. All right, so I'm sure there will be some questions too. Okay, so please share your thoughts on how we can go forward with the implementation. Beautiful. That's one of the things that I've been thinking about, because we have had a lot of instances in which we wanted to actually test that law. The Nigerian Medical Association on the Plateau actually brought their secretary who came and spoke to the matter and said it's already a law. So anybody can go to court and the court will interpret that law. But in the implementation, you see that when we talk about a committee, one committee that sits, only one committee sits on every case, how do we get that done? You know, so the issue of the implementation, sir, I think we would like you to speak on the way forward concerning the implementation. But what I'll do, sir, is for you to take all these questions and then we will answer them together so that we can also save time. So Dr. Roger Makonjola say, I congratulate Dr. Sheikh on this presentation and also all those involved in the achievement of the new mental health and substance abuse law. Dr. Taiwo Obindo, our APM president, is very erudite and detailed. Thank you, Dr. Sheikh, for this presentation. All right. So I think for now, the question on ground now, which also is a very important question, is what is your take? What are your thoughts concerning the implementation, sir?
Thank you very much. One thing is to create the law, and the other is to get the law implemented. And of course, like the NMA secretary said, the law is there. Sometimes we get worried. Sometimes we get a little bit disappointed when we have public officers who have taken oath to work and protect the laws of this country. And then you have a law that needs to be implemented, and you are not implementing it. So we now wonder, where is that oath? Where is that vow? Because you take that oath and say you are going to work and protect the laws of this country. And there is a law for you to implement, but because it's a mental health law, it's sitting on the shelf.